I guess my question for you would be like, if I'm a driver going across the country and I'm seeing the gas prices vary anywhere from $5 to $8 per gallon for diesel or gasoline, what kind of challenges does that pose for you? How do you guys factor that into your structure, whether it be pricing or, operations expenses? How do you guys factor that into your contracts? And even in this market, what benefits do you guys offer?
Yeah, there's two ways to look at that from a contract or customer perspective. Fuel surcharge programs. There's fuel surcharge programs used throughout the industry, and that's a scaled approach. So as the DOT averages increase, could be regional, it could be national fuel averages. As those increase, so do your fuel surcharges. So long story short, it's a pass-through cost. If it's a spot market and you're working with flat rates, you've got to continually be in communication with that customer so that they understand. And most importantly, is providing them the data back that says, look, here's what the market trends are showing. It's not that I am just arbitrarily choosing these prices. It's what the market demands. And that's a function of obviously costs associated and supply and demand. So trying to provide that back through data analytics is core to what we at Acertus do. And then the other side is really the carrier side, which is obviously more concerned with me. Like I said, I grew up at a major carrier and managed them and drove in trucks and understanding that cash flow is important to them. You mentioned it. If you've got 150 gallon saddles on the side of your truck and you're filling up 300 gallons of fuel, that is a big cost pressure on you. So what we've instituted is next day pay and trying to get their cash flow increased and get them their cash flow positive even before they get into any trouble. So there's a lot of things that we're doing out there, and the industry is challenged. And the more that we can get up there, and whether it's through obviously voting and looking at the administration and how do we curb some of these fuel prices, really for these carriers out there, because that's who's challenged the most. Much more than you and I in our vehicles.